my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times you're just... Run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Trubisky to throw again. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cook following the penalty. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. On 1st down, Trubisky. Got a man open, that's Harry. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They find some open field here. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. From the 36, Trubisky. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. A minute 50 to go here in the first half.
Let's go! Intercepts, baby, all day!
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Cook.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down. couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A nice little juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing is Cousins, and that's caught by Smith. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
13, Bears 12.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have retaken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
That's the way. Single receiver. Hey, you're
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins shedding the tackle. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They go play action. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Cousins to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air,
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Got his man. That's Harry. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take... And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action. It's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when we see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Davis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and he can't get a throw away, he's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. N'Keal Harry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Cousins now over the middle to Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight.
Cousins again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
58, boys. 58. Mike. Here we go.
Here's Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last shot now for Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a